Hey, it's Tony here at Smart Toyota. Today we've got a brand new 2021 Toyota 4RUNNER TRD Premium Edition. The color on this one, nautical blue. TRD Premium Package with the added cost of the TRD wheels. We'll dive in, we'll learn all about those. Also, we have a factory power sliding moonroof on this one. So we'll go ahead and start. We'll take a look at the front end, take a look at the side, finish out on the back end, and then dive inside and see what we can find. Okay, beginning up front, let's take a look at the headlight setup. Full LED headlights, high beams, driving lights, LED, automatic high beams on the headlights as well. LED fog lights surrounded by this plastic bezel designed to protect it when you go off-road. Notice up on the hood we do have a faux hood scoop. That's faux meaning fake. It doesn't do anything, but it looks good. Some people might say that about me. The grille itself, two-tiered, so the upper tier does have chrome strips here, chrome Toyota badging, and chrome here to add to the styling. And then the second tier is a matte black finish mesh grille. Right in the center is the panel for your safety sense P settings. So we've got pedestrian detection, lane departure, dynamic radar cruise control. Sensors for that are up in the windshield there. On the lower part of the bumper here, this is a painted silver plastic piece of trim. Looks pretty nice on there, but it will scratch when you go off-road. Part of the life you live as an off-roader. Let's take a look down underneath. Skid plate, lower skid plate, runs all the way back to protect your differential in the back. Tow hook there, and another tow hook over here. Here's a quick look over here at the suspension. See if we can get the camera up under there. Hopefully you can see it. So there's your coil over strut suspension. Stabilizer bar right there. Look at how wide that thing is. That is a beefy stabilizer bar. There's a look at your tires. Knee deep in rubber. Those are your TRD off-road wheels, which comes with a thicker, wider tire as well. Let's go ahead and dive into those wheels and I'll show you what we got. Okay, so these are an extra charge wheel. This is the TRD 17-inch by 7 alloy wheel. That's $1,350 extra dollars. These are an offset wheel, so they come out a little bit farther from the vehicle and gives it more of a wider stance and look. Red TRD painting, and then the wheels themselves are painted as well. Now your tires on here, P265/70R17. So the 70 series tire is going to be a wider sidewall, and that's what you need when you're going off-road to get through the mud and snow. Great tire, nice setup, very aggressive look with the TRD off-road wheels. Now we also have painted color to match outside mirrors, so blue and blue. The premium package does come with the indicators in the mirror with a chrome strip. Notice they fold in, so when you go off-road you're going to want to fold those in so you don't snap them off. The mirrors also break away this way, and that's going to provide, if somebody comes by with a bike or a grocery cart, hopefully they're not going to take your mirror off. Heated outside mirrors as well. Door handles painted to match, so blue and blue. The C-pillars, a matte black finish, similar to what we saw up front in the grille. But again, you want that more durable finish for going off-road. And then of course TRD off-road badging here on the C-pillar. And notice your rear windows are tinted out all the way through the back window. And then finally, with the wheels and tires, the TRD off-road does come with the factory mud guards. And again, a matte black finish, something you want to have when going off-road. Up on top, we've got the color to match spoiler, which has your third brake light right here, and the washer wiper tucks up underneath, kind of concealed underneath there, out of sight, out of mind. We've got a matte black finish on your shark fin SXM radio antenna. We've got the roof rail system, the luggage rack system, And then this one does have a factory power sliding moonroof, $650 extra for that. So this is a premium edition with the wheels extra charge, $1,350, and the luggage rack extra charge, $650. Let's go ahead and dive into the trunk, to the back, and see what we can find. Okay, here at the rear of the vehicle, we do have LED tail lights, halogen indicators, crystal clear, but then the inside of these lenses, they have a chrome trim on the inside, so it really pops when you look at it. As I mentioned earlier, the third brake light is an LED, our LED bulbs. Matte finish here, chrome Toyota badging, chrome 4Runner badging, but then again with the matte black trim going across like so. And then here's our backup camera right here underneath the tailgate. So you're going to be able to see what's behind you, and it does have the tracking lines as well, so you know exactly which direction you're headed when you're backing up. Down on the bumper, painted silver just like we saw up front. Here's your trailer towing setup. There's your receiver, comes standard, and then underneath a full-size spare tire. Now that is not a TRD wheel, but it is the same size, so it will fit right on if you get a flat. And then tucked up underneath here, this is where we find our trailer towing for our 7-pin and our 4-pin ready to go. Tow hook right here. And here's a quick look at our suspension underneath. Let's go ahead and dive inside and see what we can find. Okay, behind the wheel of the off-road edition, the steering wheel is Toyota's 4-spoke steering wheel, pretty standard for the Tacoma, Tundra, 4Runner. On the left-hand side are controls for your sound system, voice activation, and for your Bluetooth connectivity for your smartphone. Notice that the steering wheel has kind of this charcoal gray metallic trim running across the steering wheel, but they also extend that out here into the dashboard as well. So just an added styling feature. Leather wrap steering wheel, it's thick, it's padded, very comfortable, designed to keep your hands at 11 and 2. And then on the right hand side here we've got controls for the information center, which we'll find up here in the gauge cluster. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. Dynamic radar cruise control, lane departure, cruise control itself for your on and off switches. Up here on the steering wheel, the right hand side, wiper controls for the front washer wipers and also the rear washer wiper right here. Both of those have intermittent controls on them. And then over on the right side here is our headlight controls for our daytime running lights, and also the control right here for our LED fog lights. Take a quick look at our gauge cluster without starting it up. You'll notice we have kind of a brushed aluminum bezels here around the gauges and mechanical needles. Let's go ahead and start it up, see what it looks like when you wake it up in the morning. Push button start, part of the smart keyless entry system. So you've got to put your foot on the brake, go ahead and push and hold the button in, and the vehicle starts right up. So you've got mechanical needles, you notice on your tachometer. It does have red lighting, backlit LED lighting on the needles themselves, tachometer, temperature gauge, fuel gauge, and speedometer. And then of course down the center is the information center. This is where we can go ahead and use the controls here on the steering wheel to toggle through some fuel economy information, tachometer, digital speedometer. And then if we go to the left and right, this is where we can adjust our personalizations. There's your compass, audio, a lane departure. So a variety of information that you can toggle through and personalize for yourselves. Our trip meters down here. And that's a quick look at it from behind the steering wheel. As we move over to our center stack, I wanted to point out we do have a digital clock up here. We have a second one right here in the center stack. The vents here with a little bit of chrome accents on those. Here's that gunmetal gray trim that I mentioned earlier. Take a quick look here at our information center. So this is an 8-inch sound system. It's the premium audio system. It's not the JBL audio system, but it does have really great quality sound. Notice we have dynamic radar or dynamic navigation. That's a subscription service. You get 3 years of that at no charge. Controls on the left hand side to be able to toggle through your information, your apps, your maps. We do have, you might have noticed there, we have Sirius satellite radio, XM satellite radio. You get 3 months of the premium service at no additional charge. As we move down the center stack, we get to our heating and air conditioning controls. The off-road edition does not have automatic temperature controls. Of course, it does have a thermostat, but it's not automatic and it's not individual for front driver, front passenger. We do have our recirculating button for our fresh air. We do have rear window defrost here, which also activates those outside, heated outside mirrors. Down on the lower portion, there's a storage compartment here, USB port, traditional 12-volt power outlet, and an additional storage compartment down here. Now, the TRD Off-Road Premium does not have wireless charging for your devices, but you do have USB charging ports, if you will. 4-wheel drive select indicator is right here, and then TRD Pro is a 5-speed automatic transmission. The shift lever has that kind of that silver trim around the side, and it does have it is leather on the top and on the front side here with the TRD emblem embossed in the leather. Coming down the center stack, notice we do have kind of a carbon fiber style center console. It is not carbon fiber, but it sure looks nice on this vehicle. Large cup holder here, a place to throw your phone if you need to, and then there's another cup holder right up here in front of the shifter. We also have heated seats up front with variable temperature controls, and the switch right here is for your rear window on your tailgate. So that does have a power up and down back there, which is something you don't find on many SUVs anymore. So definitely a nice feature, particularly if you go with the power sliding moonroof. Open those up and you get nice airflow all the way through. Really, really great open air feel when you're doing your off-road driving. Take a look over here at the passenger side. We do have those TRD embossed here in the headrest, both front driver, front passenger. The seats on these are Soft-Tech fabric with a red contrast stitching to go with the red TRD logo in the headrest. Height adjustable seat belts, passenger assist grip up here, and also a secondary one there with side curtain airbags, as you can see on the A pillar. Over on the passenger side, notice we do have speakers down in the lower part of the doors, part of the premium audio package, cup holders, bottle holders, power windows, power door locks on the passenger side, and then we've got this kind of, it's plastic, but it looks like a brushed steel style there, and your glove box opens up. It's nice and large. It does have the 4-pin connector, and notice also that the glove box is a locking glove box. Not all vehicles have those anymore, but it does come standard on the 4Runner. As we head up to the headliner, our visors, we do have lighted vanity mirrors on both sides. Visors slide out and they have the extenders like so. Overhead console, this is where we find our overhead map lights. Power moonroof controls right here. Garage door openers, part of the HomeLink system. And then we get into our traction control and our other traction, our differential lockout. Safety Connect is right here. And then we have our crawl track and our off-road capabilities. So we can dial it in right here. Automatic dimming mirror. No compass in the mirror. Compass is found in the down here in the center stack. So that's a quick look at the interior of the TRD Off-Road. Let's take a look in the back seat. Okay, diving into the back seat real quickly here on the door, there are bottle holders down on the lower part. We do get that contrast red stitching, and this is a soft tech fabric up here, so some nice soft surfaces across there. Here's that kind of charcoal gray metallic. Maybe you can see a little bit better with the light on it. And there is a storage shelf right here to go ahead and throw your phone or your pocket change. A chrome door handle on the back doors. And then as we head inside, we do have soft tech fabric seats here in the back seats. Headrest fold down. Really quickly to show you a couple features that are pretty nice. These back seats actually recline. So there's a handle right here, and when you get in and lean back, you can pull up on it and that'll recline that back. I only have one hand available, so I can't do it standing outside with just one hand. On the backs of the seats here, we do have pockets. They're kind of a mesh pocket. Great place to throw your wet stuff so you don't get it all moldied up, if you will. Go ahead and drop down this back seat real quick. So to fold the seat down, you have to bring the seat up. But in order to do that, you've got to make sure that front seat is all the way forward. So I'm not a big fan of the way the seats work on the 4Runner and the Tacoma, the fold down seats. I think Toyota, hopefully when they redesign these vehicles, they come out with a little bit easier way of doing that. So now that I've got this seat up, I can bring this down. One of the things I like to point out is with the seat base up like that, if you have a toolbox or something like that, or a gym bag, you can throw that right inside there. This nice felt floor lining, so if you're trying to protect your seats from damage, you can just toss that in there, and that other seat opens up as well. So if you did want to throw a big toolbox across the back of here, that's a great way to do that. Once this seat base is brought up, you fold this headrest down, and then this folds down into the seat just like so. So once it's down, it's a nice flat seat, but it's not easy to fold down. Here's your tool kit. We do have a folding armrest in the center with cup holders, and you can fold that center section down separately. It's 20% of the seat, and so if you had a passenger on this side, you want to run snow skis up through the back, that you can do that. It's a nice feature on the 4Runner. Let me go ahead and just jump up inside here. So the one thing that I like about the 4Runner is this back seat, you sit up a little bit higher. So it's kind of like a stadium seating where you can see over the dashboard a little bit better. And then also they sit up higher so that your legs are really parallel. So it's a nice, feels like I'm sitting up above the folks in the front seat with that stadium style seating. There's vents here, but no temperature controls. And then we do have the 2.1 amp USB ports down here, so you can plug in your stuff. Surprisingly, not every Toyota has those, but they added it on the 4Runner. Passenger sys grip here and a laundry hook. And then we also have the light here, which is back further because of the moonroof, but it's great for your backseat passengers. They can turn that on and off themselves. Here's a quick look up front from your back seat. No problem seating 4 to 5 adults in the back or in the 4Runner without adding the third row seat. So that's your look at your interior on the TRD off-road. All right, there you go. That's our new 2021 Toyota 4Runner TRD off-road premium package. Nautical blue's the color. It's for sale right here at Smart Motors Toyota in Madison, Wisconsin. Stop by, take it for a spin. Heck, take it home if you want. Thanks for watching.